Beedrill EX is one of the coolest cards in Chaos Rising. Rumbling Beast is 110 damage times the number of Beedrill we have in play. Currently, that's only this Beedrill EX, although if we got some crazy single prize Beedrill, that might be broken. But 110 for each is still a really good number. Since Forest of Vitality allows us to get our Beedrills out quickly, all we need to do is get to the combo pieces, which is exactly what this deck is trying to do. The Dunsparce is the perfect draw engine here because not only does it recycle itself to be used over and over and over again, it also clears up bench space. We can play Dudunsparce early and play Beedrill late. Beyond searching effects, we of course have Boss's Orders, one copy of Redeemable Ticket to reset our prizes and get some Beedrills out of there. Special Red Card is very helpful late game disruption. Sacred Ash is pretty solid recovery since we can very easily search out the pieces we just put back into our deck. Finally, Max Rod is our ace spec of choice. With Forest of Vitality, we can add back a full Beedrill line and throw it down immediately, allowing us to keep our damage numbers up even in the wake of a knockout. This deck is a very quick, very simple dopamine simulator. Just get all your bees out, punch really hard, hope you win, hope you don't lose. Let's try it out. This is day 2 because the thing about day 1 is that I kept fighting Pult. It was all Pult. It was entirely just Dragapult, and that was the only thing. And it's kind of crazy to me because I feel like this is also Dragapult. Okay, this deck isn't terrible with the Pult. Like it can win. It's fine in that front. But it's like I'll see what other people are doing, and they'll be like, "Here's my cool deck that I made. Here's this deck that's actually good, or here's this deck that's like secretly meta or whatever." And I see their posts, and then it's like, "Oh, that's interesting." I check it out, and like all their games are against these absolute piles of cards, like just the worst things you ever see. And it's like nothing wrong with that, you know. But it's kind of weird, right? I want to hold this hand so I can just like go for Beedrill next turn, but if they attach a Psychic, I lose the game, so I cannot do that. Unless I can Bug Catching Set hit a Weedle. That's not a Weedle. Bad. It's like, I feel like the image of SpongeBob in Silent Hill, where because like everyone else is fighting these absolute terrible decks, like the worst things you ever see, and then I'm just fighting against only Pult and nothing else. It's like, okay, so we probably include this game and then just ignore everything I did yesterday. That's probably how it's going to end up now. Pad for a Dudunsparce in case they item lock for some reason. Sure. There's the Ultra Ball. Getting rid of the red card is good for us. Getting rid of the Pult is also fine. Dracloak coming in. Presumably they throw a bunch of stuff down and then they have a Lillies and they get their new 8-card hand and ruin my life. But Meowth gets it too. The cool thing is Beedrill is 110, so it always OHKOs all of these guys, and then 2 Beedrill just gets the Meowth and everything. We'll see how we can actually do here. Red card being gone is also very, very good for us. That means that we can eventually cause some real problems just by keeping our hand size big and having all our resources just available. They might be on stamp, but if they're not, that's even better. We still don't know what like variant this is the thing. We see the Dracloaks. I assume it's probably the Dunsparce Pult, but we don't know yet. Oh, we're probably about to find out. Duskull. Okay, Pultnoir. That's not terrible. As long as we just keep our Weedles evolved, it's not a big deal. I don't like seeing the double recon when they already have so many cards available, but that's something we just have to accept, I suppose. Poffin again. Do you have the Badoo? Second Duskull. Okay. They are going for the knockout. That's kind of silly, but I mean, yeah. Okay, so how do we deal with this? We're not under item lock, so we can really just go crazy here. If we can get enough bees out, we can just cause some hopefully major issues for them. The cool thing is at least the prize trade isn't so bad when they have the Duskulls and Dusknoirs up, because that gives us 1 prize card, so we can take single prize knockouts and not feel terrible about it. In the meantime, another Lillies is not doing anything. We bring in you, and then we can Dawn and then like get double to Duns. That's an option. But then also by bringing Fez, that's a risk. That's a big risk, but also it does get me so many cards. But also I only need 1 Beedrill out, so we can just afford to hold on to that because I don't want to risk putting down a 2 prizer that dies too easily. Yeah, here we go. Forest up, play Beedrill, runaway draw. Cool. And there's some stuff there. Comes you, play down you. Keep going. Do we have? If we can get another Kakuna, that'd be nice. That's another Kakuna. We'll take it. Play down you, and here's you. Also pop in here. We have, what do we have left in deck? We have 1 more Kakuna, 2 more Beedrill. So we didn't prize any of our Beedrill pieces, and we didn't prize any of our Weedles either. So we didn't prize any of the Beedrill line at all. Period. And so that's good. We'll just get more Dunsparce for now, I think, and then we'll just go for this, right? That's probably okay. That's probably completely fine. Take down a Monkey. There's a Psychic Energy gone. Their guys have no energy on them. They can't, like, attack with them. That hopefully buys us enough time. And there's a Duskull. There's Candy into Noir. Is that the bench one or the active? Active. So they're trying to go for something big here. But what do you take out? You can go for Dusknoir plus Fezandipiti to knock out a Beedrill. I don't think that's worth it, but it is an option. You can Dusknoir now and then Unfair Stamp after, and then I am at a very small hand. That's something. But I just don't think Dusknoir does very much here. I don't think it does very much. Recon's fine. Recon again. You also need Crispin Pult, right? Second Meowth. That does get you your Crispin, but also that does mean that's another like target. We can double boss up Meowth. That's a way to win. There's Crispin. Yes, they're going for Dusknoir, Crispin Pult, take out the Beedrill. That's allowed. You can do that. But is it good? That's where I think we have actual questions to ask. Darkness to hand. Okay. Fire is already in hand, I assume. There you go. There's Dragapult. There's a Dusclops. Okay. Can you do anything with a stamp? Wait, that's a very early stamp. You should have at least Dusknoir first. Well, we'll get at least 2 prize cards. That'll get us something. Unless you don't Dusclops, which I mean, you can get away with Dusclops on the bench and then Dusknoir the active and then go from there. Jamming Tower, that's crazy, but we'll see. They're on the bench one. Interesting. I get 1 prize. See, you should have done this before the stamp, because then I wouldn't have this Pokégear. There's PULT entry. There's Poké Pad next. Yep, something that I don't think really matters at this point. Another Dreepy, fine. Bench Monkey instead. So we definitely want to take Okos, if we can, take Okos. You have 3 cards in hand, 1 is a Dreepy, the other 2 I don't know. There's Curse Blast again on the Dunsparce. See, I understand that is an option, but you're giving me another prize card for no reason. You gotta take, you're trying to assemble some crazy multi-prize turn later on, but I don't see it yet. I don't see it yet. Yeah, see, there's that. You can take a 3 prize turn by attacking one of the Beedrills and taking out a Rotom. That doesn't really do much. I say we start Pokégear, see if we can get like Dawn or something. That's Lillie's. That's not quite it, but we'll take it. Ultra Ball, get rid of Ultra Ball Ticket, maybe? That gets us to Dunsparce. Bench you. Do I attach to the other one? No reason not to, right? No reason not to. Bench you. Get 6 off of this. That's pretty good. Force is huge. Let's go Bug Catching set. Get a Kakuna, nothing else. Okay. Runaway draw again. 2 Grass Fez is not doing much either, but it's still not bad. Because now we go for this to Dunsparce, and we have double Ultra. We do have the 3rd Beedrill. We just need the cards to discard for it. And there's the Beedrill there. That's actually just as good. Bug Catching set here. Nothing. That's fine. But here's the deal. We go Poffin, get Dunsparce Weedle. Here's Kakuna. Here's Beedrill. And honestly, I think because you can't Duskull me. There's no way to do that. You can at most Phantom Dive. And Phantom Dive is not doing enough here. I don't think you have a way to spread damage over if we just Oko you. We just flip the script, draw 3, and we can use these cards, but it doesn't really do anything yet, so we'll just go for the Rumbling Bees. But I figure I just want Fez around, so next turn if they take a knockout, we at least have onboard draw going. I mean, if they're running like a 2nd special red card, which I don't know if they are, but if they are, that would be an option there. So they have to take a 4 prize turn if they want to win, because we do Oko them. Pretty much guaranteed next turn, no matter what. Yeah, we have Boss, so we can just, I don't see how they win. Get another Dracloak off the Poké Pad, that's fine. Bench that down. Double Recon literally does not matter at all whatsoever. I mean, like, you have 5 cards now to try and deal with me. How do you do it? There's PULT down. You need a Crispin or a Rhoda to even attack. There's Lillie, so you don't have that. So now you just have, you can Jet Headbutt. Like, Fire Energy, okay? You can't Boss anymore. There's Badoo. Are you going to retreat and try to item lock? I still, yeah, okay, bye-bye. And all the games yesterday were some variation of something like that. PULT, for some reason, I feel like should be at least alright into this deck, but I've been beating them with this, so I don't know, maybe that's a good sign. Let's see if we can go against literally anything else, though. I just want variety here, because I've not been getting any variety. We win the coin flip, so we're going first. Good news. That's very good news. That's fine, I think. This is actually not terrible. We have Dawn plus 4th, so next turn we have a Beedrill up. Slowking. That's cool. That's actually a cool deck. So let's just Poké Pad. We'll get Fan Rotom, I guess, and then we'll just bench Fan Rotom, go from there. I guess I'm not playing very well into, you know, the potential Kyurem play, but I'm just going to choose not to worry about it. It doesn't exist. Don't worry. I'll just play on these 3. Even if they have Kyurem, they can't use it till way later. So Meowth start. If they start Meowth, that's a very good sign that their hand kind of sucks. If they get rid of the other 6 cards in their hand off of this, no, they're going to bench some stuff, sure. But regular Psychic, not Telepath, is I think probably good for us. Poké Pad, get you to another basic. Genesect. They can, well, never mind. They actually got a very good hand. And now they just have Lilies to give up more stuff. We can't use Max Rod anymore. Does that matter? I don't think it matters that much, but I mean, it could come up. There's Ultra Ball next. I'm actually kind of worried here. They can do some pretty scary stuff. We just have to deny all of their everything, right? Just keep, there's Kangaskhan. Do they have Kangaskhan plus Latias to retreat into it? You don't have Latias, and it's pointless, but we'll see. Dangle Tail to put back the Slowpoke. Sure. This is probably good for us. Probably good for us. Yeah, I think this is solid. Let's start with the Bug Catching set, see what we get. Oh, that's crazy. Probably Kakuna Grass Energy is the play. Then we Dawn here. Let's just get Weedle to Dunsparce Beedrill. So we at least have the 1 Beedrill up and running, right? Go down the Forest. 1, 2, 3. Attach to you. Lay down this to Dunsparce, and then just Runaway Draw, go into Beedrill. Another Kakuna, but doesn't do anything for us yet. I say we Ultra Ball. I'll pitch Pokégear Dunsparce. I just want to get another to Dunsparce just on the bench. We prized 1 Weedle, everything else is online. So we just need to get 1 Weedle off the prizes, and then we have everything. In the meantime, we just swing. Down goes that Slowpoke. Take our 1 here. It's another Grass Energy, that's fine. In comes what? Kangaskhan makes sense. They can Wondrous Patch plus Attach Return. They can get a Kyurem up and running. So that's the scary thing. But the other thing is I feel like getting up a Slowking is kind of a lot of setup, and hopefully we can just cause some problems with that. Starting off with the Telepath, there's your Slowpoke Latias. And of course, if we can knock out the Kangaskhan, that's also crazy, but I don't know if that's really likely. It's possible, we can get it, it's just, there's Cypher Maniac, so they have any 2 cards they want. They can definitely get anything going here. Like there's a lot of stuff they can do. There's a lot they can do. And again, we have no Max Rod. We have Sacred Ash still, but no Max Rod. So taking out one Beedrill will be a bit problematic for us. Run Aaron draws 2. They need Wondrous Patch plus Slowking plus Academy plus a Pokemon to put on top, which is not that unlikely. With Secret Box, you probably have it. But there goes Slowpoke, Night Stretcher, Telepath, Pad, Power Glass, Cyber Maniac, Academy. Okay, that is also like our secret thing here is we really want to bump their academies the moment they come down. That's also important. Just get rid of those immediately. Poké Pad again for Annihilate. You can use that. Destined Fight takes out our Beedrill. Is that like good? I don't know if it's good. It still gives us a prize card. So like we're tied up in prizes and it's still like, there's Academy, yeah. Beating the Slowking, yeah, do your thing there. And yeah, that is going to be it for our poor little Beedrill. But not too bad yet. I'll take 1. It's Poké Pad, that's whatever. So we need to use Sacred Ash if we want to take a knockout this turn. Can we take a knockout this turn? I don't know. But if we could somehow get Sacred Ash, that'd be crazy. Put down you. Can we just start with the Dunsparce, I guess? Forest is perfect. Wow, Forest is crazy. Go down Forest. Then we Bug Catching Set, see what we can pick up. Weedle Beedrill is also crazy. 1, 2, 3, attach. Can I take out this Kangaskhan? We do need to get Sacred Ash. It's a big risk to bench Fez, a huge risk. So I mean, this is probably not correct, but we'll see. I don't hate that. And that's actually pretty good. Get another Kakuna here. We just need to get that Sacred Ash off the prizes and then go from there. Or Sacred Ash off the draw. Let's see. Poké Pad now. I'll just grab Kakuna and then we'll just go for something crazy. See if we can get a hold of Sacred Ash or something along those lines. That's not it. Okay. Bring in you. And now what? We just fire off Lilies then and just hope we get something crazy. That is not it still. So my main concern is Kyurem is a 2-price turn, and that's what I don't like. Or Kyurem is a 3-price turn with this. But I mean, I'm taking a risk here and I'm just going to go for it because we swing for 220 and then we just hope really hard. We just hope really hard. There's a way we can do this. There is a way we can do this. We have boss in hand, so we can boss up Kangaskhan, take 3. They have Cypher Maniac. So the question is, how much can they deny our gameplay here? Like how much can we deny Slowking? How much can they deny our stuff? Because they're playing the Telepath, but you've used up 3 Slowpoke already. So you have to recover 1 somehow. Otherwise, you're not doing anything. And if you can't recover any, then we can just knock out the 1 Slowking and we probably win the game. We boss up the Kangaskhan turn after. You have Cypher Maniac, so you can get back a Night Stretcher. But do you have Cypher Maniac? Like that gets you 2 cards. You need Academy, Slowking, Wondrous Patch, and a Pokemon to put back. That's 4. So you get halfway there with Code Breaking. That's not there yet, and you've used your supporter. So I mean, you could have the pieces in hand. It's always possible. But if you don't have it, that's really nice for us. You have 6 cards in hand. 2 of them are literally anything you want. You can get Slowking 1. Yeah, there's Slowking. Makes sense. There's Poké Pad to get whatever Pokemon you're looking to get. Kyurem makes sense again. There's Academy. You have the Wondrous Patch as well. You do. Sure. Then Academy puts back Kyurem. Treating the Slowking. Seek Inspiration. Sure. Whatever. There goes the Kyurem. There goes your energy cards. And you do get 3. Sure. But now we have a choice. We can either take out the Kangaskhan that gets rid of your draw engine, and then we just have to hope you whiff a knockout for 1 turn, which is very possible. Or we'll start with Bug Catching Set. Let's deck bin. Nothing here. Special Red Card is in the deck somewhere. Poké Pad next. We'll get Dunsparce. Doesn't matter. We're not going to bench it. Then we're going to flip the script. See what we can get. It's Sacred Ash now. That's way too late. Okay, the thing is, we knock out Slowking. What's their follow-up? They don't have one, right? I don't see what they can do to win the game. So I think we just, we Academy at night to put the grass on top. That way, if they play red card, it won't stop us from having the energy we need if they like gust up Fez. We take out the Slowking here. Take 1, but catching set again, sure. And my thought process is like, they have no way to attack us and take a knockout in 1 turn. So we just boss up the Kangaskhan, we win next turn. And they're gonna scoop, yeah. So maybe giving them 3 prizes with the Rotom, the Dunsparce, like questionable, but I think it was correct. Because I think that sort of directed them away from the stuff that actually mattered, which was, you know, keeping your resources up, keeping your Slowkings going. Like, there's no way they used that attack and then won the game afterwards. That was my thought process. And I think that was correct. I'm not the most familiar with Slowking. All right, we flip heads again. We're going to see what we can do here. We win the coin flip. We go first, obviously. Why would we ever not go first? Why would we ever not go first? So true. Yeah, Dunsparce comes in. This is actually a kind of crazy setup here, I think. We're going to see what they have, because it's just a matter of, do we need to look out for preemptive trainer cards to avoid item lock, or can we just wait? That's the only question to have, because this is a crazy hand. We just need to play out everything, then release and draw into the forest. Once we have forest, we're good. Rotom lead. Interesting. That's scary. Definitely Poffin. Get, let's say, Rotom Weedle, and then we'll just go from there. Grab 3 Dunsparce. We also have, what, 2 Weedle, 4 2 3 Beedrill in deck. So we prize 1 Weedle, and that's it. Once again, we have to get the Weedle out of the prizes, and we're good. Play you, play you, play you. Let's get 1 Dunsparce just in case. We're not going to worry about, we could bug catching set. We could. I don't want to worry about it just yet. We're going to hold off on that. The scariest thing they can do, I mean, if they can boss up Weedle and then take it out, that's kind of a problem because we're limited in our Weedles. But I figure this might even be the mirror match if we're being honest here. So There's double Dunsparce, only 2, so you have more in hand, or maybe you're only playing 2. Well, we'll find out what you're on just with this. Alakazam. Okay, this is probably bad for us. Probably. We have red card at least, you know, that's something. I don't think I like our odds into Alakazam, really. Well, if we can just keep them low on hand size, you know, then we're probably fine. We only have the 1 red card is our only way to stop that, so that's kind of scary. Right on to Dunsparce. Nice, go straight for Lilies, I think. Just get 8, and there we go, that's perfect. Forest, play Kakuna, play Beedrill. Then we run away draw, get 3. Probably should have bug catching set first, but it doesn't matter that much. That's also quite nice. 1, 2, 3, hatch to Beedrill. Let's Poké Pad for a Dunsparce, and then we'll just leave you on the bench. We'll just Beedrill for now, take out Rotom, take our 1. If I'd attacked with Rotom, we could have taken out their Rotom, and then we could have had him on like an interesting prize trade, which maybe would have been smarter for me, but I don't know. Actually, yeah, that probably was correct, but oh well. And the thing is, to one-shot a Beedrill, they need 16 cards in hand. So they can get there, it's possible, it's just, it is difficult, and hopefully we can just keep them off of that for enough time to just win the game. There's the Dunsparce coming down, I admit that, and there's Kadabra on the bench, sure. That is on the bench, that's also good for us, that helps us out with the prize trade a little bit, and if we can boss up the Fez, that will also be kind of huge. Second Kadabra on the bench, sure, and there's Dawn, so Dawn puts them up to 11 cards. Yeah, so they can take an Oko here, it's possible, if they have the tools. Evolving the energized Abra was probably a mistake though, I don't agree with that. If they waited, they could candy into the energized one, they could save more cards in hand. They probably have it anyway. But, you know, so yeah, I mean, if they have Candy Zam, they do just have it. They have all the cards that they could possibly need in their hands. So that's scary. There's Runaway Draw, get 14, bring in the Zam. Runaway Draw again, you have 17. Now you can take the knockout, but you can't play anything. You have exactly 16 cards, so that's at least the good thing we have going for us. Jamming Tower is pointless, but I mean, sure. 15, you no longer have knockout. Hello? Is there a reason you did that? Energy onto the Zam, that doesn't, you have 14 cards in hand now, and there's 280. So you could have just, if you held the tower and held the Abra, you would have been fine, but you didn't, so now you're in danger. Lay down you. Let's go bug catching set just to see what we can pick up. Just 1 grass energy, that's perfectly reasonable. We probably just hit the Zam that's in front of us, right? But also if we can boss up the Fez, I feel like that's also pretty good. Kakuna energy, I mean, sure, we'll throw down these. I was really hoping we could boss up the Fez, but we'll wait a turn on that. It's completely okay. We'll just go for Dawn, grab Meowth to Dunsparce Beedrill, so we can Meowth for boss next turn if we want to. Let's just throw down to Dunsparce here, and then we take that knockout. Down goes Alakazam. That's very good for us, because we can just keep things tied here. Kadabra entry is okay. And eventually, once they're at less than 3 prize cards, I want us to red card them, obviously. So that's my idea. Take out the Fez and red card them. If we can do that in the same turn, that might actually be better. But the issue is now they have their Dunsparces online, so even if we do red card them, they still have a chance of just being able to cause problems. Poké Pad for Zam. Bench on bench it, okay. I mean, sure. Oh, you can Super Cybolt knock out this Beedrill, which I mean is funny, but there's boss's orders. They're bringing what? The other Beedrill that's healthy, you're going to retreat into the... You can evolve into Alakazam, and you can do that, and that works, I guess. But I'm missing something here. There's strange timepiece to put back the Alakazam, and to put back the Kadabra. You have Candy Zam, and you're going for that for some reason. Well, you can't evolve this anyway, so you're going to bring in... You have 16 cards in hand still. If you attach one, you're going to have 15. This guy can't evolve anymore. You're going to put another... You have like... There's no TM Devo here. What? I'm so confused what you're doing. You have something's going on. I don't know what it is, and that's scary. But let's attach onto the third Beedrill. Let's just boss in the Fez. I mean, you're weird, so we're gonna just take out the Fez and just not worry about whatever else you're going on here. How can you take a multi-prize turn? There's the strange hacking Alakazam that can move damage around, sure. I can take out 1 Beedrill, but you don't have the damage on board to do that. Unless you put damage on the third, like, it doesn't add up, right? Something I don't understand. I legitimately am not intelligent enough to really grasp what my opponent is doing here. But they can item lock and take the knockout. That's funny. That's so funny. But they're still very behind on prizes, so they have 2 turns to win the game. That's the issue now. You have 2 turns to win the game. 2 turns to take 6 prize cards. So like, you need to be doing something like incomprehensibly crazy. And I don't know what it is. Strange hacking Alakazam is like the only way you get there. That's the Dunsparce. Bench to Dunsparce, sure. Runaway draw. It could just be, you know, if we read this, it says right here, you can't see it. Alakazam has 10 bajillion IQ. That's what it, oh, what? Oh my gosh, my opponent is actually a genius. That's actually what it means. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. Well, Gravity Mountain and Alakazam. Not what I ever would have expected, but this is not the worst thing ever. They retreated into Badu as the thing. So why are they shocked? What's confusing here? You item lock me, I can't use red card, you win the game next turn. Is that not what happens here? There's enriching energy on the Dunsparce, draw 4. So if we somehow didn't get item locked, we have a chance, but we are not looking too hot here. No, definitely not. The Dunsparce on the bench, sure. Wow, just did not consider the possibility of Gravity Mountain in Alakazam. That's unimaginable. They were intentionally doing their math wrong to just take a 4-price turn with this. That's wow. Stretcher back Zam. If we somehow can live, like, you're at 4 cards in deck. Deck out is probably not going to happen unless you're actually just completely gone. But Boss's Orders in the Beedrill. They haven't even used their supporter for turn. But you retreat into the dude, didn't you? No, you run away draw into it. So you can just retreat into Zam and just kill. Oh my gosh. I got clip farmed. I actually just got clipped by the most insane Alakazam imaginable. That's wow. So, okay, now that we know Gravity Mountain is a thing, how could we have done that differently? We couldn't have, right? There's no way we really could have done that differently, was there? Chase down the Zams? I mean, but we took out the Zams at most opportunities. There wasn't like, and they had stretchers, so that wouldn't have mattered. We had no chance to use red cards. They took all 6 in 1 turn. We have no judge. There's really, that's incredible. Friend request. There's literally nothing I could have possibly done there. Wow.